internet stars. Next, right this minute.
All right, we have verdicts in counts 2, 3, 4, and 5. Based on the jury's inability to reach a verdict as to count 1, I would declare that mistried.
Protesters asking for the prosecutor to step down or get her out of office. Why? I'm trying to figure out why. Let me tell you about Angela Corey. She's an aggressive prosecutor. She's the kind of prosecutor I would want in my jurisdiction. The ones who are tough on crime and aggressive. The fact that this jury was hung. This happens every day in our system of justice. Hung juries happen. You don't know who those 12 people are in there. Happens all the time. You can be successful on a retrial. Trust me, you want aggressive prosecutors, but you may not agree. The voters of Jacksonville, Florida, Duval County may not agree. They'll have their opportunity. But if I were voting, I'd vote for her. Let's bring in a dream team, see if they agree with me. Tanya.
Well, you know, look, I think...
Do you like aggressive prosecutors?
I do like aggressive prosecutors. And I did not, like a lot of people criticized the prosecution team in the Zimmerman case. I have always said the problem was with the jury in the Zimmerman case. I think potentially we have the same thing here. There was a problem with this jury. The case was expertly tried. John Guy's an excellent prosecutor. He's one of the best I've seen deliver opening and closing statements. The evidence was clear. You know, America saw this trial and disagreed with this jury. So I don't know that the problem is with the prosecution team yet. Let's hear what the jury had to say. Let's find out what went wrong back there.
Yeah, Judge, were you shaking your head there?
No, I wasn't shaking. Maybe I have a twitch. I don't know, Vinny. But
okay.
My feeling
I saw it out of the corner of my eye.
No, my feeling on Angela Corey is, first of all, you know I was critical of her in the Zimmerman trial. That being said, I think firing a prosecutor because a jury doesn't reach the verdict you think they should reach is like firing a teacher because a student doesn't pass an exam. I think they're both bad ideas. You don't control whether the student does his homework. You don't control the intelligence level. The prosecutor presented a case. I thought the case was strong enough. You know, some lawyers disagree, but I think, or some people out there disagree, I think that they proved enough for first-degree premeditated murder. I don't have a problem with that. The jury doesn't see it that way. You don't fire the prosecutor.
Kelly, from my perspective, the role of the prosecutor is to protect the citizens, to prosecute crimes that happen. She has a very aggressive approach, which is why I'm surprised that people would want, what do you want? You want a more lenient prosecutor? What do they, I don't quite understand what they want in their prosecutor.
You know, I think it just comes down to killing the messenger. You know, they're just mad with the results or don't feel like the judicial system works. So blame the most obvious pawn in that particular system. And I do think she's an aggressive prosecutor. She follows the law. She puts the evidence in, and we put it in the hands of a jury. That's our system. We trust that they're going to use their common sense, which is tricky, and come to the right decision. And so I think that you're correct. You know, she's doing a great job. She is aggressive, and people shouldn't want that. But what they're seeing is, what they believe is that murders are happening and people are getting away with it. So who's the likely person to blame? Instead of saying change the laws, they're saying the prosecutor didn't do her job.
You know, the other part of this
I just think it's a kill the messenger.
And ladies and gentlemen, I'll let you know this. You know who the prosecutors are that never lose? The prosecutors that don't try the tough cases. It's a tough case.
Right,
they
they're
give it to
scared.
one of their underlings. I've seen it firsthand. All right. Now, you guys out there, you're smart. You've been following this case, tweeting me, asking me about the evidence that the jury was never shown. So I want to talk about a few key pieces of potential evidence that the jury never saw or heard. First, you saw it on Jane Velez Mitchell's show, Dunn's neighbor, Charles Hendricks, listed as a witness but never called to the stand. Take a listen to part of what he had to say about the defendant, Michael Dunn.
If you disagree.